Laowa has just launched a new lens, 7.5mm f2.0 Sea Dreamer lens. This is a very exciting lens, one of the widest primes there is for micro four thirds. Let's see how good it is. Hi there, my name is Peter Forsgaard and I'm a professional photographer from Helsinki, Finland. I'm in Hanko, a beach city or town 2 hours west from Helsinki, 2 hours drive. And this is a real summer city, and I think it's starting to wake up because the spring has gone very far in a week now, and it starts to look really, really nice. It's not a lot of people here yet because of the COVID, and it's not the holiday season yet here in Finland, so it's quite empty. I'm sitting by this pond where there is a park and there is a very famous restaurant called Casino over there by the beach. And then there are some tennis courts over there where I got my first image with the lens. Well, let's see how that looks. Nothing spectacular, but tells something about these odd places that you have these hand sanitizer liquids hanging all over the place in different places where people do things together. But enough for that chit-chat. Let's see how this lens works. So you can imagine during the summer how nice this is. While we're walking, let's talk about a few specs about this lens. This is one of the Sea Dreamer lineup, and you can tell it has this blue line there in the lens, and it's really nice and small lens, and it really fits well on a micro four thirds body, one of these small ones. And the focal length, as I said, is 7.5, and it is one of the widest prime lenses that there is available for micro four thirds. And the aperture is f2.0, and it has a 46mm filter thread. Usually there are two versions of these lenses. Not totally sure if this one has the drone version, which is even lighter. I don't have the official specs yet. It's about a month or two before this will be released, so that's why I will put them as a text on this video once I get them, and I will get them before I need to publish this video. And here you can see the people playing tennis. It's quite warm. Oh, that's nice. They have big tournament during the summer here. I think it's called Hanko Open. Like all tennis tournaments are something always open. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this walk, and let's see how much photographs I can make today, because just feel like walking around. But I did test the 7.5mm Mark I version, which was not it did not have electricity going through, and for some reason I didn't get that good results back then with that lens. I don't know why. Maybe it was me, because I've seen some good reviews of this lens, and now it's really interesting, or really interested to see how good this lens is, because Laowa is getting better and better all the time. I've tested a few of their lenses and been very impressed about the quality. And like this one also is really well made and quite good looking lens. And since it has electricity, I can control the aperture from the camera, which is nice, even though the retro style aperturing is not that bad, but I still prefer electric way of adjusting the aperture. It's kind of more used to it now. But as I said, I do like the retro style too. See, there is a mini golf. I've been playing mini golf here many times. Way when the kids were really small, we used to spend a lot of time in this beach town. It was fun times, and hopefully this summer everything will be better and we can enjoy the summer with my wife here. So that'll be totally cool. And I don't know if you've probably seen that carousel in the water in my images before. I've taken some images here, and as you see, this is called the Big Beach here in Finland. And as you probably know that we don't have a big places because there are not too many people. But you know, when a really sunny day and in the summer this is crowded and you get a small bar there and everything, you know, like every beach has. But I don't know if I can get some images. Maybe there's something over there, the swings. Let's see what we can do with that. And then there are the signs and everything. Let's try that. And I just said that the weather is really nice and it started to rain. And then this lens is not the optimal for rainy weather. It's not raining that much, but slight rain anyways, because it's not weather sealed. And this is always a small downside if you want to use this, let's say for street photography or something like that. But now I will take the image of that, see how it comes out. Yeah, that came out quite nice. And like I've always said in my videos when I'm testing these wide-angle lenses, that I'm too far away. I need to get closer. It's like Robert Capa said, if your images are not good enough, you're not close enough. Let's see if we can make something out of this piece of wood that's lying down here. This could make an image. You need to just find the right composition. It's always hard, and the light, to be honest, is not the best at the moment. But that's what it is. I'm here now, and yeah, oh gosh. Now I need to go to find some cover, and we'll come back to that. This is, oh gosh. Those who've been watching my videos know that the weather here in Finland is not one of the nicest things. You know, I went out when it was really shining, or the sun was shining, it was really nice weather. And now it's raining. Now we're under the trees here. And it starts to wind too. But let's see if we can get an image from here. With the wide angle, it might be a bit of a problem, but we'll see what we can do about that. This could be pretty nice, even though the weather isn't at its best. And you know, many times I've said that bad weather is a good weather to photograph, but oh no, this is not bad enough for good photographs. And now I'm alone at the beach. There were some kids playing with their parents over there, and now they're gone. Nobody's here. Well, I'll try to get an image of that. Let's see how that comes out. And what's really good about this, because it has the electricity going through, I can have magnifying and focus peaking, which helps me a lot with the manual focus. And as I've said also many times, that I'm quite familiar with doing manual focus, so it's no problem in that sense. But still, it makes it so much better when you can have magnify and focus peaking with manual focus lenses. I'm really glad, and that's probably one thing that makes this lens a lot better than the previous version. Maybe it was that I had the trouble with, because it was kind of sharp. Now I can't really say anything about the image quality. We have to be back home at my office to see what the image quality is. But let's continue our photo walk and see if there's anything else to photograph at the beach. Oh, look what I found in that bench. Some nice cartoon type graffiti. I really like these kind of, because these are really nicely done, even though on a public bench, not sure, to be honest. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, cool. These are nice looking. I think it works. Okay, now we see these small booths, or what are those called? You know, where they change the swimming suit. These are really typical for for Hanko. And it's too bad that there are only 2 of these, because this bit used to be full of those. But they've changed this a bit over the years. Let's see if we can close the door first to take the image of that. I think it's... What I would do is to take the image from that side towards the sea. I think that will work better. You know, just a regular and some bad looking graffiti over there, but we don't care about that now. I don't know if this... No, we can't close it, but it doesn't actually matter if we take the image from this side. And the rain again. It's getting a bit worse. I'm going under the tree here and see what we can do. Yeah, it doesn't rain. It's just actually the image could be from here, to have something in the foreground. That's also a wise thing to do when you're using wide-angle lens. Let me try to figure out how to do the image here. But I think you can see from there, with that crop, might be an image. Let me see if that works. Yeah, it is possible to get here. It's the only thing I need to check out, that the top of the booth is not lined up with the horizon. Yeah, I think it's an image. And wide angle like this, I really can stop down to get really huge amount of depth of field. And that's something that I wanted on this image. I will continue walk to those rocks and see if I can get some really nice low angle shots. It's going to be a bit slippery because of the wet rock over there, but I'll be careful. And there are a lot of good reflections, actually, what you could use for photography. And I do have a special video about reflections that I made about a month ago. You might want to watch that. And there's a swan over there. Let's see if we can make some bird photography with 7.5mm lens. That'd be something. Let's hurry and see if we can so that the bird doesn't go away. The problem with those swans are that they are pretty fierce. If you go too close, they might attack you if they're feeling threatened, and I don't want to disturb them. So 7.5mm lens for bird photography. Not the first choice. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it from this, but that's cool. That's cool. Now it's going away. Yeah, it got a bit scared. You know, really nice shapes on this rock, and I will try to get something out of these. And now it's not water anymore, it's snow. Really nice shapes, and there are some more shapes over there which I will try to grab. Now I think this is it. I'm gonna go back indoors because getting wet and cold by the sea here. It's really wet. It's too bad my photo walk didn't turn out very successful. You know what I need to do is to start paying attention to the weather forecasts. I'm failing on this. Maybe I should start looking what the weather will be. But I'm going back indoors. It's been fun, but now I will head to Helsinki and we'll see you there. Here we are back in Helsinki. There's one thing I forgot to say when I was in Hanko about the lens. The disclaimer, which is really important to say. This lens is not mine. It was sent by Venus Lens, or Venus Optics actually is the firm who makes Laowa lenses. And they didn't ask me to do this video, but I wanted to do because this is a really interesting lens. And also, like always, all the things that I say are my own opinions and they don't, interfere by any means, and they don't even see this video before the launch. Now, I need to find something to photograph. The closest focusing distance is only 12 centimeters. And that's makes this a really interesting close-up photography lens. It is not a macro, of course, but getting a flower like that and having something in the background to see the surroundings, you still see the flower quite big in your image because it makes, because this is a wide-angle lens and it will make the foreground look bigger. And then, you have a big flower or fairly big, and then you can also see the surroundings. And that one over there is quite close. The ones that are in top there, I don't want to climb there and disturb the flowers. Yeah, this will make a good image. We will have the buildings in the back and the flower in the front. This is going to be a good example of that. I'm gonna try to get an image of Finlandia Hall here. This part that is right in front of me. Not really sure if it's going to work, but the shape is really interesting. The only problem with this is that there is no real shadows and light, which makes it a bit dull, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Well, it might work. What do you think? Did it work or not? Who is this lens for? Well, I would think that it for those who want to, of course, have a real wide angle lens that is quite small, nice and small. Landscapes, cityscapes, architecture, I would say that this one is very good for. And of course, a wide angle like this is not the easiest lens to use because of the real wide angle. And of course, because of the distortion might make the image look for some a bit odd looking. I think it's a nice addition to Laowa's lens lineup, and also it might be a good addition for your camera bag too. And I do have an affiliate link to Laowa lenses, and if you are planning on getting this, then supporting my channel would be nice. And I will try to make an image of that monument. We need a wide angle lens for that, but it's not going to be easy. Let's see if I can make it. We need to go closer first. This must be one of the hardest monuments to photograph. There is the pond in front, and then there are these four hands quite high up there, and not really sure how this should be photographed. Maybe later in the summer when there are leaves in the trees and this place looks more natural, because now it's quite empty of surroundings here, and the water is moving, and I don't know if that could be something to get with the longer exposure when the water would be totally calm. That would be one way of doing it, and then there are lights later in the night also. That could be something, but I will do that some other time. Now I need to figure out one more shot, maybe a vertical shot from here. Yeah, this could work actually. Yeah, I might grab this one. Yeah, I think I got it. It's been a real pleasure to use this Laowa 7.5 f2.0 lens, the new version of it. And like I always said, or always at the beginning of this video, that I really like Laowa lenses because they've improved a lot, and it's always good to have options for M.Zuiko different lenses. It will speed them up too. They need to keep up with the lens manufacturers from China who are making a lot of interesting lenses, and Laowa has a lot of good wide angle lenses, and they tend to concentrate on lenses that others don't make, which is a good thing. And having this in the toolbox could be something that you might want to consider. It is an interesting lens. As you see, I didn't, like I always do, not that much images. I don't know, it's not my habit of shooting all the time and everything. I just tend to look around and shoot something that I find interesting, and I hope you enjoyed the images too. But I think I have covered everything, and if I haven't, please do ask me questions in the comment section. Unfortunately, most likely I won't have the lens available at the time when this video comes out, because I'm sending this back tomorrow, and as I said many times, this video is due to another month. Of course, well, it's kind of funny way to say when you're watching this video, but you know what I mean. I've filmed this a month or two before the release of the lens, and I have to conclude this, that I really like the look and feel of the lens. It's well made, and what I also liked was the image quality. And if you're interested in Laowa lenses, there's another video right there where you can watch the video about the 10mm lens that I tested last November, I think it was. And yeah, that might be it, but hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.